and welcome to Job Interview 101 Advice, Do's, and Don'ts. So let's go ahead and just talk about job interviews. Job interviews is like a casting call. You're fighting for this job and you have other people competing for the same position. So you always want to do something that's unique and separating yourself from the other competition. One thing I really would suggest is to bring or mail a thank you card. This gives them a little sense of appreciation and sets you apart from other people who are applying for this job. Another thing I would do is always bring your resume and cover letter if you have it. Make sure that you're on time. 5 to 10 minutes early looks really good. And go ahead and GPS the interview location before or the day before. Don't chew gum. Be prepared. That's the key word. Make sure you are prepared. They're going to be asking you questions like, why should we hire you? Tell us a little bit about yourself. And sometimes they even give you surprising questions like, what was something in your past job that you didn't like? How would you be good in customer service? So you always want to think on your feet. Don't say a lot. Don't chew gum. Ladies, if you're going to be wearing a skirt or dress, make sure that it's below your fingertips. And also, if you have piercing, try to take them out. Tattoos, go ahead and cover them up. And a lot of things that people don't realize is that when it comes to job interview, a lot of employers want you to know what you want when it comes to pay. So don't be afraid to ask them how much I'm getting paid. Because when you leave the job interview, you want to be sure, as well as they want to be sure, that you guys are on the same page. If after the interview you're still wondering if you got the job or you're waiting, I would give it a week. Call back and let them know, hey, I interviewed, I was just checking on the status. If you haven't got any email or reply. This sometimes an employer is very busy and it sets you apart saying that I really do want this job. I care about this position and I'm interested. Another thing I would say don't do is check your hygiene. Make sure you have good breath. Make sure you're not sweating underneath your arms and make sure that your clothes are not wrinkled. When you're coming to a job interview, you want to make sure that you look professional. So if you can have a polo, no flip-flops, no saggy pants. You want to look approachable and let them know that you are in professional status. Another thing I would definitely do is bring a pen and paper. There are some things that you want to go ahead and jot down, maybe the schedule. Maybe you have some questions about the employer. Any questions that you have, feel free to go ahead and ask them. At the end of the interview, most of the time they will ask you, do you have any questions for me? If you have any schedule questions, just go ahead and let that be your interview segue of making sure that this job is fitted for your needs and it's right for you. One thing I would tell you in advance is that if it comes to a schedule, know that you are fighting for this position. So if you have a schedule that's Monday, I need off, Tuesday, Wednesday, I only can work this day, know that that's going to really put you on the bottom standard when it comes to the job interview because you always want to leave your schedule open. If you have an open availability, you get more hours and you're most likely to get that job other than somebody else. If this is your second or third job interview, the employer will want to know why are you quitting or wanting to leave your other job. So make sure you're prepared to answer those questions. Ladies, if you're wanting to wear earrings, don't go with the big hoop earrings. The earrings should be no bigger than a dime. The stub ones are very professional. And gentlemen and women, when it comes to your cologne and perfume, make sure it's not too strong. There are people who are allergic and you don't want them having itchy eyes from your cologne. So make sure you keep that as a minimum. Once you get the job, you also want to give them another thank you card, showing them that you appreciate them working with you and that you're excited to work for their company. Luck. I hope you guys get the job. Leave a comment and let me know how you did.